7 reasons you are unlucky. The real reasons. Before we get started, just know that you have a bright light inside of you. Just take the steps to realize it. So here are the 7 reasons you have bad luck. Reason 1 is you don't believe you deserve good things. So your subconscious mind hides a belief system that you've been developing since childhood. And so you make decisions to prove that belief. Okay, that's basically what happens, and the beliefs are at your core. Core beliefs are just beliefs that you believe to be true. That sort of thing is caused by childhood trauma. Things like not getting enough love, not receiving unconditional love, not being accepted, and then being neglected, which led you to have limiting beliefs about yourself. Here's 6 examples of what limiting beliefs are. You believe that Reason 2 is that you make one bad decision after the other. You decide to give the person that cheats on you a second chance because you think they can change, only for them to cheat again. You noticed in the beginning that they made you feel uneasy, but you ignored that and said it was nothing, and later discovered they were narcissistic. And you say, "I'm so unlucky, why me?" You get invited and go to a late night event knowing you have work the next day, and was late for work, got wrote up for it, and was like, "I'm always being singled out, got bad luck." The core beliefs I mentioned in the beginning blind you from the reality in front of you. To make life more difficult, this happens subconsciously. Reason 3 is you are addicted to suffering and uncomfortable with happiness. When you're used to chaos, misery, and pain from childhood, emotionally and physically, it can be addictive. It's a comfort zone. And because of that being a comfort zone, happiness and good luck are things you're suspicious of, resulting in you subconsciously going towards things that aren't going to bring you happiness. Reason 4 is you make the same choices. You make the same choices that give you the same results and complain about the outcome not being different. Then blame it on being unlucky, which is easier than change, because change takes hard work and leaving your comfort zone. Reason 5 is you're surrounded by miserable people. The people you surround yourself with really can influence you. This works in a both positive and negative way. If you surround yourself with enlightened people with positive mindsets and behaviors, that can rub off on you. The same can be said about people who think negatively and only see the worst in the world in every situation. If you're always around people with bad habits, that can rub off on you. Reason 6 is your identity was formed around being a victim. This does not mean your feelings are not valid, just saying. People are still deserving of compassion and sympathy from going through a traumatic event. But there's a problem when you start to use sympathy so people will feel sorry for you and create your identity where you speak about traumas and stay in a victim mentality, not being concerned about healing from any of it, just seeking sympathy to continue that cycle of not healing. Reason 7 is you're not focused on finding purpose and meaning. And what does that mean?
Meaning is how someone is defined, what their intentions and reasoning for doing something is. It's something we can create and feel. Purpose is the impact we want to have on the world.
The life that you're living is literally a reflection of the way that you think. It's a reflection of you, the way that you perceive the world, all of that. For example, like, if somebody is dressed up in a costume, let's say somebody's dressed up like the Avatar, one person can look at that and be like, "Oh my gosh, like, that's so cool, this person likes to cosplay." They could also maybe be like a child entertainer, like children like when people dress up, so they could perceive that person as someone who's just doing it for that purpose. There's another person who literally sees that and they're like, "Dang, like, she must got an OnlyFans or something." The correlation in one person's mind wouldn't make sense from the other person's mind. Hold on. If you're kind of wondering if life is just supposed to be something that's constantly always tiring, you feel very miserable and unhappy and depressed, and you feel very unlucky, and like things are always happening to you, like you're the one that's singled out and picked for all the bad things in this world to just happen to you, and that's kind of how it's coming off and how it seems. Like you'll be like, for whatever reason, you just seem to be the person that's picked for the bad things to happen, and you feel like you're unlucky compared to like other people where it seems like bad things don't happen to them and they seem to literally be happy because bad things almost never happen to them. So you let that reflect in the way that you behave and show up and how you act towards maybe other people, also because maybe people treat you in a very bad way as well. What it really is you're perceiving yourself as a victim, and like you are directly being singled out, and as if the entire world revolves around you. It's like, yes, you control, you govern yourself and you worry about yourself. Like if no one else is gonna worry about you, then who? Yourself. Yes, I understand that, but as far as how you feel mentally and emotionally, that's where this part comes into play. If you are constantly looking at these things that happen that are unfortunate or bad as like a direct attack on you, and then you put that victim mindset in, like, I don't deserve this, why would it be me? You know, you're thinking things like that. That's what's gonna result in different things to reinforce that mindset. So the next time something bad happens, you're gonna chalk it up to because you're unlucky, and because for whatever reason the world wants to single you out because you're unlucky. And a different person can go through those same exact things that you're going through, or even worse, but they don't perceive it as something like, this is happening to me because I'm just so unlucky and everybody hates me and the world is out to get me. They just have an understanding of like, bad things happen in this world, or negative things happen in this world, and negative things happen to literally everybody. And like once you start to adopt that type of mindset, that's when things start to change. You'll go from, okay, I just bought this ice cream, dropped it on the ground, of course it happens to me, like I just can't enjoy ice cream, can I? For whatever reason, the world hates me, doesn't even want me to enjoy ice cream. You'll go from something like that to, okay, I dropped the ice cream, dang, that sucks, okay, I feel some type of way about that, I'm gonna just go buy another one and then enjoy your ice cream. Or if it drops, you'll be like, well, maybe that's a sign that I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just about the way that you are, your mindset about the different things that happens. Because again, like everyone goes through bad things. Like even think about, there's literal children that get kidnapped every day, or that are like in some trafficking thing. You know what I'm saying? Even people, you know what I mean? And it's, again, not to invalidate anything that you are personally dealing with. It's just to open your perspective as far as whenever you literally start to view everything as me, you know what I mean? Instead of really just looking and being like, oh, this is just how the world works. There's positive and there's negative. If you're aware of everything just being vibrations, frequencies, energy, you know, thoughts are also energy. Thoughts have energy as well. I'm saying that to say, as far as the positive and negative thing, if you choose to look for the positive in the things that happen, something negative happens, whatever, something negative happens, you choose to look for the positive within that
to redirect yourself so that you don't go into a spiral mode of negativity and bad thoughts and a cycle of victimhood, victim mentality. The more that you do it, the more of a habit that it becomes for yourself. You're going to go from an automatic response from your subconscious mind of what you are used to doing from habits to being conscious in the situation to be able to redirect yourself so that you start thinking in the other way. And the more that you do that, that will then become your automatic habit where you're not going straight into the victim mentality. You're going more into like the positive direction and how you look at different things that happen.
Yeah, it becomes a cycle of victimhood, victim mentality. When you think that everybody's just out to get you anytime something happens, anytime something bad happens or an inconvenience happens, and you automatically think that it's happening to you specifically just because it's you, and everybody's just trying to attack you, I guess. Versus having the mindset of positive and negative things. Positive and negative things happen to everybody. A good example is like, I probably shouldn't say that example right now, but people get kidnapped. And none of these examples that I'm bringing up is to invalidate any of the circumstantial problems that you're currently like dealing with in your own life. It's just to widen your perspective on how you're viewing these things that are inconveniencing you.